here, now here another question comes. We usually compare all the modern diseases, modern drugs along with Ayurveda. Can you compare both sides? Can you compare? We study by comparison instead of studying through cause and effect. What we should do actually, we should learn both sciences. Modern science is needed, but it must be learned according to its own cause and effect. If you understand Ayurveda, it should be learned according to its own cause and effect. What we do is, we do learn Ayurveda by comparison with modern. So by that what happens, at the end of our BAMS or MD or PhD, you will not be understanding both modern and Ayurveda. Na idhar ka, na udhar ka, बीच में डूब गए. This is what happens. So no one will have confidence in this subject. So what we have to do, instead of that, we have to understand the science by its own cause and effect. Now here, why I am saying, for example, one glass of water is there. Can you compare? Just you see. For example, one glass of water is there. You keep this water in a fridge, then what happens? It becomes ice. What is that? Parthiva dravya. Karana, Sangha, Guru. Right? It is a Parthiva dravya. You are using hima sandhate in stopping the bleeding. You are using it. Right? Then water is there in a glass. That is an apya dravya. You are using it as himadhara for pittahara chikitsa. Right? Then you heat it, that water. Then what happens? It becomes hot water. What is that? That is agneya dravya. Is it not agneya dravya? You are using hot water for a jwara and samapachana. You are not using cold water. If you take that water in a glass, according to Ayurveda it is apya dravya. According to modern science, it is H2O. Right? Keep it in the fridge, then it becomes ice. Then also, according to modern it is H2O, according to Ayurveda it is a Parthiva dravya. You heat it, it becomes hot water. According to modern still it is H2O, but according to Ayurveda it is agneya dravya. If you are saying I am giving H2O for jwara, some person will give hot water, some person may give cold water, some person may give ice to eat, because it is H2O. So if you do understand by comparison, you can give any drug because all are H2O. If you are understanding according to Ayurveda, then you will give only hot water for jwara. You will give for stopping bleeding, you will give ice. For madha avastha, for himadhara, you are using cold water. You don't use hot water for dhara chikitsa. I hope you understand. If you still boil it, it becomes steam. Still it is H2O, but according to Ayurveda it is vayavya dravya. It's moving here. You are using for rukshana chikitsa, for svedana. You are not using cold water for svedana. Still it is H2O according to modern science. Now how you will compare? Your comparison stops there. Can you compare each other? But what you can do is, you can understand both Ayurveda and modern. By understanding you can understand. By understanding through cause and effect you can understand both sciences instead of comparison. So please stop this comparison business. You understand it. Then you will understand both sciences properly. You can utilize in your clinical practice. Next please. So here, next question comes. Yeah, this is a very interesting question. Now you understood the Tridosha is there. Now, there is a beautiful sloka in textbook. Samadosha, samagna, samadhatu, malakriya, prasannat, primana, swasteti, vidiyate. What is meaning of samadosha? That's why I wanted to know what is meaning of samadosha. Can you tell me what is meaning of samadosha? Samadosha, Tridoshas are sama. Then you get health. What is samadosha? Meaning of samadosha? Can you tell me what is meaning of samadosha? You think Vata Pitta Kapha should be 1:1:1 is samadosha? Then what it is? You are saying its function aspect should be sama. I have already explained to what. That's what I want. So for example, one biscuit is there, it's a dravya. It is to sama to what? I should tell. Something should be there, standard. It is sama to standard. What is that standard? Rasa and kala. That is how Prakriti is formed. By that definite proportion of Vata, Pitta, Kapha of a new conceptive individual is decided at the time of birth. Health is less. So health of a person decided at the time of conception itself. So this is the actually this sentence of this Vagbhata, it is just like it is based on one mathematical theorem. In mathematics there is a theorem. According to that he has based this whole Ayurveda theory is based on this concept. In a given, what is that theorem? In a given circle, if you do any number of triangles, its total is constant. Do you know that theorem? Next please. Say, if one circle is there, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, three angles of triangle. This is Prakruta, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. This triangle, next please, next. Any number of triangle you do, its total is constant. Any number of triangle. Right? Next please. So if Vata Prakriti fellow will have Vata more, Pitta, Kapha will be less. Kapha, Pitta more, Vata, Kapha will be less. Kapha more, Vata, Pitta will be less. In the dosha Prakriti and Sannipata. So B plus P plus K is always constant. So if there is if a human being is made up of 46 chromosomes, you take 46 centimeter circle, 700 billion people, 700 billion triangle you do, its total is constant, human being. It will never change. I hope you understood. If a monkey is 44 chromosome, its circle is different, 44 centimeter circle. How many monkeys there? That much triangle you do. So some monkeys, Vata Prakriti monkeys, Pitta Prakriti, Nidosha Prakriti, Sannipata Prakriti, monkeys may be there. So if your dog is 23 chromosome, 23 centimeter circle, how many dogs are that much triangles? Its total is constant. So it will never change from birth to death. So any living organism have Vata, Pitta, Kapha definitely, because it's all functioning on that base, on this basis of mathematical equation, whole concept of Tridosha is developed. That's what he says in Ashtanga Sangraha. Next please. So Vaikrita, so now comes what is Vaikrita Vata Pitta Kapha. Vaikrita Vata Pitta Kapha in healthy individual it must be Sama to B plus P plus K. So if you take V1, P1, K1 as another triangle, Sama to this B plus P plus K, that is Vaikrita. A Sama dosha means always B plus P plus K equals V1 plus B1 plus K1. It's a constant. A health means it should be like that. So in a given individual, it is not standard. Some person may have more Vata, he should have some more Vata. A Pitta person will have more Pitta, his Vaikrita Pitta also will be more. A Kapha Prakriti will have more. Dvidosha, Sannipata. According to given Prakriti, he will have Vaikrita Vata Pitta Kapha. That should be Sama to Prakrita Vata Pitta Kapha. Now, how this Vaikrita Vata Pitta Kapha is formed? Vaikritastu Garbhat Abhinistratasya Aharasasya Malabha Sambhavanti. Mother takes food, it goes into Garbha. In Garbha, after Pachana, Malaswarupa, Kapha, Pitta, Vata is formed. How much it should be formed? It must be formed up to the extent of Prakrita, Kapha, Prakrita, Pitta, Prakrita, Vata. They should be formed up to the level of Prakrita, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Next is, after birth, after birth, te Karadivashena Swapramana Buddhikshaya Yoga Deham Anugriya Dushenija. According to Khaga Artha Karma, according to type of the food, they go to Buddhi or become Kshaya or get nourished. Thus, all the karma in the body. Which one? Vaikrita, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Because Prakrita, Vata, Pitta, Kapha is Bija Swarupa, it does not do any function. It tells how much function should be done by Vaikrita, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. This Vaikrita, Vata, Pitta, Kapha is formed in Garbha by Aharasya Mala Sambhavanti. After birth, you are taking food. By that food, in Madhura Vipaka, Kapha is formed. How much it will form? Up to the extent of Prakrita Kapha in that individual. Then in Amla Vipaka, Pitta is formed. How much it should be formed? It must be formed up to the extent of Prakrita, Pitta. Then in Katu Vipaka, Vata is formed. How much it should be formed? Up to the extent of Prakrita. That's all the functions in the body. If it is deranged, increase or decrease, Dushayanticha, that's all the disease. I hope you understood. It is a simple mathematics. So if you take Guru, Snigdha, Madhura, Ahara, Viharas more Vaikrita Kapha is formed. Sanchaya, Prakopa, Prasara, Sansamshi, Rakta, Kapajaya. If you take Pittaja, Katu, Amlo Vipaka, Hara Viharas, more Pitta is formed. Sanchaya, Prakopa, Prasara, Sansamshi, Rakta, Pittaja. If you take more Katu Vipaka, it forms Dhatu Kshayakas, Vata Dudhyakas, Prakopa, Prasara, Sansamshi, Rakta of the Vataja. This is what happens. It's a simple mathematics. Halartha Karmana, Yogo Hina Mithyari Matrakaha, it will increase, decrease, cause different diseases. Next please. So that is why health means B plus P plus K equals B1 plus B1 plus K1. I hope you understood now what is summation. Right? Next please. Next. So then here another one comes Madhurika Kapha, but here comes there is a one twist in that. After explaining Vaya Pitta Kapha, Trayo Dosha Samasata, he told next sloka comes Vayo Ratranta Bhutadayanam Prati. That is Swabhavika Vyadhi. Swabhavaja. If a physician does not know this one, he may think in Pachamanavastha Pitta is more, we will give treatment. Like that will go. Actually, mathematically you can say, practically you can say any person is healthy, but mathematical, theoretical, no person is healthy at any given time. Because Baldya Kapha is more, Madhyama Pitta is Vardhakya, Vata is more. Just after food Kapha is more, then Pitta is more, then Vata is more. Morning Kapha, Madhyana Pitta, evening Vata. That is a Swabhavaja Vyadhi. According to that you will tell. So V plus P plus K is not exactly equal to V1 plus P1, V1 plus K1. Slight variation is there. That variation you must understand then when you are treating a case. Next please. So next Kalartha Karmana. Next Kalartha Karmana Yogo Hina Ityad Matrakaha Vaikrita Vata may increase or decrease. If it is increased, what you have to do? Viruddha Guna Karma Dravya you give, bring down. Decrease, Samana Guna Karma you give to increase. Make it equal to Prakrita Vata. This is the. So a physician is just a mathematician. Either you are doing addition or deduction. Right? That is why in the Kapha, Madhu is told as a Shamana Aushadhi. In the Pitta, Kapha, Krita is told. In Vata, Taila is told. Because it has Viruddha Guna Karma Dravya. Which one? Madhu, Krita and Taila. That's why it is told. Or Vamana, Virechana, Basti. As a Shodhana or Shamana is told. Because it is a Viruddha Guna Karma in to that Vaikrita Vata Kapha. Increase, you have to decrease. If it is decrease, you have to give Samana Guna Karma. Then correct it. Now still you may have some question, what is the relationship between Prakrita and Vaikrita? You will have some confusion. So for that you can have a simile to understand. See, for example, whole country is there. Our body is just like a country. Because India is there, America is there. India, for example, you take India, it has its own constitution. Constitution has given power to President, Prime Minister, Supreme Court Judge, Army General. There are powers is given. Do you think this Constitution itself is doing function? Constitution itself is not doing function. Who is doing function? The person who is elected to that post, he is doing the function. Like that, Prakrita Vata Pitta Kapha is a constitution of a human being. Some person may Vata Pitta. Like that, India has its own constitution. Here, Prime Minister is powerful. If you go to United States of America, President is powerful. Let's say Pitta Prakriti country. You take Vayu, it's a Vata Prakriti country. Right? Who is elected there, he is doing the function. So, Vaikrita Vata Pitta Kapha is doing the function. Prakrita Vata Pitta Kapha is not doing function. It is a constitution, Bija Swarupa. It says how much power is there for that Vata, Pitta, Kapha. That is doing all the function. That should do the function in the body. So, when this elected person, if he does more function than told in constitution, what happens? That's a disease. Like for example, Indira Gandhi did in emergency. More function, it's a disease. Or if you did less function like Narasimha Rao did, then also it is a disease. Or if he does mithya function, for example, Yadurappa did in Karnataka. Like I have told, for example, don't take it seriously. That is also mithya, hina, ati. that causes the disease to the nation. This causes disease to the body. Then how you treat? Either you do shamana chikitsa or you do shodhana chikitsa. When election comes, throw out vamana or virechana or basti, throw out. Then make a new person comes there. You take samana guna karma dravya, you make a new person, it does the function properly. This is how, if it is not possible to correct, whole nation becomes dead, like Pakistan are dead. You can't correct it. It's a continuous disease. Like that, in India is a prime minister powerful states, president. Some some countries, president, prime minister, both are powerful. What a country. For example, France is there. Both are powerful. Like that, this our body works. So you have to give treatment to that particular. I hope now you understood what is the relationship Prakrita and Vaikruta. Prakrita is tells how much software should be there. Software itself is Vaikruta. That does the function. Actually, software engineer prepares that it's Bija Swarupa. After when you are doing the function, you are creating all the files, and that is doing all the function. So in our body, God has created softwares where we are doing function according to that. Next please. So that is why samadosha samadbhavat. I hope now you understood this block. Next please. Okay, let's play. Next. So then previous one. So then I will know about how this. When see our life, we are taking food. Murta dravya we are taking. It becomes amurta, ahara rasa. Then ahara rasa becomes a rasa dhatu. Again it becomes sukshma, amurta dravya. In Agni again it becomes rakta. Again amurta dravya. It's a continuous process. Murta and amurta. Rakta, sukshma rakta, stula rakta, sukshma mamsa, stula mamsa. And at this, in middle there will be pachyamana avastha. 3 avastha is there for dhatus. I hope you know about it. Ahara rasa, by rasa dhatu agni pachana occurs. Stula rasa you get sukshma rakta. Sukshma rakta pachana done by rakta agni. You getting stula rakta sukshma mamsa. Sukshma mamsa by mamsa agni pachana done. Stula mamsa sukshma mena. It's a continuous process. There is 3 avastha our dhatus has. One is sukshma avastha, pachyamana avastha, stula avastha. Sukshma, pachyamana, stula. Continuously. This is a life process going on. Rasa, rakta, mamsa, asti, majja, shukra. Then shukra gives to new individual, new concepted individual. Again, rasa, rakta, mamsa, asti. This is a continuous life process. This whole life process, what we are understanding through Tridosha, Siddhanta, we are explaining. So this life process, what are the needed karanas? Dravya, guna, karma, samanya, vishasamo, etat karanam, karyam, dhatu samyam. This karya karana vivechana of the life process is the work of a Vaidya. Any derangement occurs, any stage of this formation or functioning, you have to correct it. Because this is all done by 3 doshas. 3 doshas are nothing but panchabhautika dravyas. In external world there are panchabhautika dravyas. By giving samana guna karma dravya you increase or decrease one, you decrease. This is how chikitsa is done. Next please.